Did they figure in your conversations?
Look, I want to tell you that there has been a fair amount of misconception on energy buys from Russia. I have said quite frequently, and I said that to my colleague, the External Affairs Minister, that, typically Europe buys in one afternoon what we were buying in a quarter. We ended the financial year 31st March 2002 with a total amount of imports of Russian oil at 0.2%. 0.2%. Yes, when 24th February took place, and in the months, if I remember correctly, April, May, June, in that quarter, of the first quarter of the next year, imports from Russia were significantly arose as a result of the, dislocation in the markets. But subsequently, other suppliers stepped in. And I think in the following months, I think another Middle Eastern supplier was at number 2 situation. I think the Saudis were number 1 suppliers always, and for one quarter, I think the Russians moved up. Then the other Middle East suppliers come. Look, let me make it very clear. India will buy oil from wherever it has to, for the simple reason that this kind of a discussion cannot be taken to the consuming population of India. I mean, just imagine what has happened, the kind of dislocation and chaos you have in some countries. I don't want to list any, but let's say in India's vicinity, where for the love of money, there is no energy. And we have ourselves, in one particular case, extended assistance up to $4 billion, and a lot of that is in energy. So we have a moral duty to supply to our listening. Now, very often people don't understand how the oil trade takes place. Now, if I have to buy, let's say, crude from a very far distant place, where the cost of the icebreaker has to go in, and the discount doesn't work out to very much. For us, it's much easier to buy from a proximate point, let's say, in the Gulf. Now, the oil markets will play. We have a large market, and if we have to play the market card to choose, make no mistake on this. I think everybody has to realize the producer has the sovereign right to decide how much quantity they want to release. They say that doesn't affect the price. It's their judgment. I would respectfully submit that I have a different view. If you release quantities which are much shorter, it will result in, driving up prices, which in turn exacerbates the inflationary situation, and which will in turn result in deepening the recessionary condition. And make no mistake, large parts of Europe today, I don't want to name countries, I'm on record, are undergoing that difficulty. Have I been told by anyone to stop buying Russian oil? The answer is a categorical no. Tomorrow, let's say there is a shortage. My friend represents a paper in the south of India here. He knows what is happening in countries in close proximity. Is that an argument you will go and tell there, I can't supply you energy because... And look, I'm dependent 85% for my imports of crude oil on imports. The other thing, Yashwant, please remember, India consumes 5 million barrels a day. And that consumption is going up. Our civil aviation is packed, our cars, roads are full, economic activity is booming. So no, we are not told by anyone that don't buy this, don't. There is understanding. If there is an issue of how you want to deal with the evolving geopolitical situation, mature governments can have discussions.